Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to try to work on this 70 Johnson today. Got one more we got one more snowmobile show this coming weekend. So I'm going to try to get this thing done. It runs. I had fuel pump issues, so we got that sorted out. It does run. Now we're worried about the drive. The only problem is, looks kind of bare out here, devoid of snow. Let me tell you, it's about 50 degrees here today. Just about ready to go into that shed and get my lawnmowers out. But, we're getting there. So, what I'm going to do, this is what it's doing. I drove this thing out up to about the edge of that skid over there, and it wouldn't go no further. It wasn't going easy. It was like it was catching and dragging. And I opened the hood, and I looked at the belt. Ouch. Yes. We definitely have some issues here. See all the belt dust everywhere. So I have to figure this out. What my plan is to do is right now the machine is on its kickstand back there. I want to just look at it roll. It's definitely catching. So I want to check the track. I don't think it's here. I think it's something with the track. So yeah, it's not the chain. See if y'all can see anything under there. It's definitely catching. So let's check the track tension and see what we can do. Ouch. Alright, I don't know what we're going to see here. I'm doing this one-handed. The distance from the bottom of this pivot arm to the bottom of this adjustment bracket, according to the manual, says it needs to be 2 3/8 inches. And right now we're at about 3 inches. So we actually have to tighten this up a little bit. So that might have been part of our problem. So we do that by turning in this big adjusting bolt here. So let's get to it. We're going the wrong way. Dummy. let's see the aftermath after yesterday's marathon run. Ugh. Holy smokes. Slightly thinner belt. Considerably thinner belt. Here's a much newer variety of belt. And we have used belt dust everywhere. Unfortunately, you can't get this stuff wet, otherwise you'll never get it out. So that's why we have my good friend Electrolux here. Good old vacuum. Rescued it from a garbage trailer. Has a brand new hose on it because the old one was leaking internally. I guess these are rubber hoses. So I got this new hose from a friend who works at a vacuum shop for 10 bucks. Here we are. Let's commence the cleaning. Well, wouldn't you know it, this stupid vacuum bag is full. So I gotta go find some of these at our local vacuum store. So, be back in a flash. Okay, after a trip to our local vacuum supply store. Voila. Such a cool vacuum. I love this thing. Back to work. I also bought a brand new brush. Well, not so much. Okay, here we go. Kind of stiff. Ow. That's all we needed. It's a little bit of a plug. I gotta watch out for the dent of the D10 balls. Gives you your neutral lockout, which would be nice to have. One. Two's kind of coming slowly. There's two. Yeah, I'll see if I can have a little screwdriver here. Oh yeah. Duh. I don't think there's a spring in there. I gotta clean this out. I think that'll give us our neutral back. Yep, we're good. Okay, now that we have this apart, you can see what I mean here by how that moves. It's only supposed to move like that. Not supposed to move up and down or side to side. Also, just for fun, I tried my wrench, which I made a spline to remove these clutches. And it's even worse. So these two pieces of metal are junk. These splines. Now, the fear is it might also be these splines here. So we're gonna go try this out on our parts machine out there. See what happens. Here's a little tutorial on how to get rid of rust on chrome. Take some steel wool. Hope you guys can see this. Yeah, steel wool. This is fairly coarse. You could use fine, but I'm trying to remove the rust. Just a little bit of elbow grease. Like that. How about this? Follow it up with a little bit of chrome polish and it's good to go. We'll get to this. I'll do that on my own time. Okay. So what you're going to do... Okay. Do that, okay? Heck of a lot shinier.
there's only one problem.
What's he getting up?
Yep. There's another little socket.
Huh. Must have escapied. Yeah, throw it up there, right there.
It's too early for aspirin.
I may or may not require assistance here shortly. Yeah, I've been warned. Reticulation splines. Where, oh where is the stone? There it is. Wow. Boom. Well, here we are again. Next day I got a brand new old stock clutch sheave and hub in there. You can see those teeth are beautifully clean. I'm running out of tape here, so I gotta go and get a new card, but let's check this out. Tiny bit of movement, but you know what? I think that's enough for us. That's good enough for our needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that sheave a little bit better and clean up this one and get some grease on there and everything. And we're going to put her all back together. I also got a brand new belt right down there, because there's the other brand new belt that I just had that tore up. So here we go. Boy, the kids are going wild over there. So here we go. Hopefully we get her back together today and running and driving without eating the belt. That's today's goal. It's high noon. Bats. I dropped the spring. Ka-chink. These things are a pain because they like to fall. Ooh, woodpecker. What I like to do is take a little bit of grease here, stick it in there, kind of hold the demons. Excuse me. Ooh, I made a tactical error. Wrong hand. Okay. Now, the fun part. Said no one ever. Okay, so this. I've got my bearing, I've got the cup, here's the spring. Ka-chink. Sheave. Oh, where's that little plate? Alright, just a minute, I gotta find that. The little plate that goes in here. Found it. Okay, I got everything back together here, I think. The chain is fine. I'm just going to fire it up, see if we start shredding the belt again just at an idle. And we'll know pretty quick if we fixed the problem or if we made it worse. So, actually I got to move my toolbox. We start it in reverse. There. That'll be a little easier. I have the handle outside. I was painting it. Should fire up on one pulley. Get my butt over here. I'm smelling it already. It's not... better, I think. No, the belt's not hot. Whew. You know, I didn't think about that little cotter key spinning around in there. I think we got it. I think this is just residual. Yeah. It was definitely wanting to grip. Well, we won't know until we go for a rip around the yard. But, alright. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting this thing back together, including all the accessories. I think we've got it. I won't know until I try to drive it out. I hope and pray that we did. The clutch is definitely moving like it should. We went backwards fairly easily. It was stuck on this thing over here. I think it would have, if I would have given it enough gas, it would have had the power just to rip through. I don't know. Won't know until we try to rip it out. Rip it outside. So I'll give you a minute. Let's let the smoke clear and we'll get back to work. happy with that. A tiny bit of belt dust, but you know what? I think as things get moving, it'll free up. I'm going to oil the bogies real well, and well, we won't be able to rip her real good, but we could try. There's no snow up north, but it's February. Who could tell, right? February in Michigan, eh? 60 degrees out here right now. So, let me get the windshield on. I gotta tighten up this reverser lever here. Windshield on, snow flap on, tail light on, and vents. We're done, my friends. That was fun. I want to do it again. It's not perfect, guys, but you know what? I think it'll be good enough for this year. The carburetor probably needs some adjustment. And it's 60 degrees out here. I mean, come on. So, let's finish her up. It is done.